Have you ever felt like you need to be perfect just to be accepted? This kind of feeling is common, let's just say common sa mga bading, no? Meron kasi silang parang structured na reason. Unlike siguro sa mga heterosexuals na they have to perform, it's because merong probably, it's either simple lang, well, kumaka simple lang, pero I mean, yung definition ba or yung parang root cause, parang ganun. I think mas simpler lang sa kanila since wala silang complicated relationships between their family or maybe even to themselves, no? So, wala silang ganong masyadong issue ganun. More on performance na talaga on how their parents will look at them, parang ganun. Though, yun yung perspective ko. So if you have another perspective about that area, please let me know. Please put that on the comment section para we're also aware. But again, this podcast episode is focused dun sa mga bading, kung bakit yung mga bading commonly are overcompensating themselves. Alam mo yun? So, there are four parang areas na parang it's visible or clear sa mga, madali siyang ma-identify, parang common sa gay people or sa gays na nag-overcompensate. Okay? So, this is not just being the eldest or something, because common din siya sa mga eldest actually, regardless of gender. But sa mga gays is regardless of ranking sa family. Anyway, so let's start with the first parang common scenario, or let's just say common scenario that a gay person is overcompensating sa buhay niya, right? So the first one is being the golden boy. So this is very common. It's because sa mga bading kasi, if you notice, kung yung bata, yung anak mo for example, or not really not your anak, maybe your kapitbahay or maybe your nephew, right? Or whoever na napansin mo na yung bata, if you notice na parang overachiever siya, ganyan. I'm not saying naman noon na lahat ng overachiever bading, but mostly na mga bading are overachievers. It's because they want to prove something kasi on an early age pa lang. Parang they are aware na o parang naka-feel na sila na there is something that they have to protect, no, sa sarili nila. It's part of their survival, no? And then siguro siguro the society, the family parang mold them na being gay is like a weak person. Parang ganun. Parang gay is equals to weak, right? So for that to counter Kim Pamparaho. So what they do is, for example, maybe they are weak or something. So they will find ways on where they can excel, right? Or, to compensate the weak thing. Though they're not sure also kung saang part sila weak kasi sinasabi lang ng society na gay is equals to weak. But they're not weak in real life. Like if you're going to look at it in a way, in a balanced angle or in a balanced lens, wala namang weak. Because they're just the same as the rest of his peers, no? So it's just that yun yung nasa utak niya na ang pagiging malamya ay meaning ay kahinaan, parang ganon. So kailangan niyang magpursige. Kailangan nakikita siya na, he's on top. Dapat nasa honor roll siya. Dapat it's either nasa top 5 siya ng class niya or dapat magaling siya sa ganito, ganyan, right? Whatever it is, kung ano yung gusto ng father niya, mother niya, parents niya para sa kanya, tinutupad niya and minimake sure niya na nag-excel siya doon, right? Even though hindi niya yun gusto, pero for validity. Parang ganun. And if you notice din, itong mga golden boy is, maliban sa high achiever sila, is, wala sila masyadong, hindi sila sakit sa ulo. Parang ganun in general. Since, they will just follow the rules. Walang masyadong problem. That's, that you will notice that sa early childhood or sa childhood ng isang bading, right? Common talaga na sa isang bading, they are really achievers and, followers. Wala sila masyadong, basag ulo when they were elementaries or high school. Parang ganon. But not all, no? Kasi this topic is basically for those gays that are overcompensating. So how will you know that you are overcompensating? Parang ganon. I think ang problem nito, if this will, keep going sa kanila, they will burn out eventually. Because issue, paglaki niya or pagtanda niya, well, mayroon namang advantages yun. I can say naman na may advantages yung being, overachiever, since at least meron kang parang sort of portfolio when you're old, or meron kang experiences. Pero if it's too much parang performance ang ginagawa instead of, learning from it, they'll get burned out and probably sasabog yun sa mga people na probably in the future, pagtanda niya is, alam mo yun, yung parang hindi naman talaga dapat sila yung sasabugan ng kanyang galit or whatever pressure na kinikimkim niya, right? But mga overcompensating gays lang, parang I think we have to step back, and then see if, tanongin natin sarili natin if we are loved for who we are, or because dahil kailangan nila tayo. Alam mo yun? Parang step back and assess yourself. Kung itong ginagawa mo ba is, this is what you really love, or because you're just, you're just trying to impress them. Alam mo yun? Siguro, if you are still a kid, or if mayroon kang nephew, or maybe anak, ganon, okay, that's fine, no? Keep it muna sa ganon. But later on, explain to them na it's okay na to be so much performative kung hindi talaga yun ang gusto mo. Siguro pag high school nila or before going to college, right? So at least parang let them be aware na you are, let them feel na if what they're doing is just for performance, it's okay not to, not to do it and do what you really want to do. At doon ka mag-excel. Parang ganon. Give them assurances. And if you are the golden boy, so, and up until now, you're still the golden boy, or maybe, wherever you are in life, and you're still doing the performance, no? Step back and Step back and ask yourself kung ito ba talaga yung gusto mo, regardless kung they exist, or this is just a performance. If it's just a performance, itigil mo na yan, te. Start doing na what you love. Another thing na parang makikita mo sa overcompensating gays, they chase love. Especially if the love that they are chasing are not, loving them back, or the person that they're chasing for that love are not, giving back the love that they want, right? So, mga ganon, I think it boils down not because of that person, but because of sa family. I think that's the start. Wala siyang na-feel na love sa family. That's why he's chasing it to wrong people or to other people na he thinks can give that love. Parang ganun. I think this is common during mga teenage years to young adult, hanggang mature adult din naman, depende sa pero very common sa teenagers and young adult itong ganitong eksena, no? That they will chase the love na hindi naman bumabalik sa kanila. So one-sided lang yung love nila. It's yun nga, it's just it boils down kung because of lack of love from family. So pag ganon, if you are that kind of person right now, siguro you have to step back again and resolve your issues internally. Alam mo yun. So medyo mahirap to na process. Wala siyang one size fits all na solution because it really depends sa buhay mo, sa dynamics ng family mo, sa sarili mo, no? Kung ano yung pinaglalaban mo, ano yung mga nangyayari sa buhay mo. But I guess it's more of self-assessment muna. And then kung ano man yung issues mo sa family mo, kung ano man yun, that part is really difficult, no? Kasi sometimes we can't really get the love that we deserve or or we need sa family members, especially if you are gay or openly gay sa family mo, because it's common na the family may not accept you for who you are. So mahirap na it may not happen. Yung iba nga, di ba? Sometimes, unfortunately, it will not happen. So ganon. And then, since if ever nasa ganong scenario ka na you can't really get the love that you want sa family mo, siguro it's time to think na, it time to think na if your family can't love you and this person that you're chasing can't also love you, I think it's better if you will first love yourself. Frame it that way na love yourself. So how do you love yourself? So parang you prioritize yourself. Ganon. Ganon na lang siguro muna. If ever you can't find or you can't get the love that you want from those areas. So unahin muna yung sarili mo. And then if hindi naman necessarily, di ba, na parang you need, maybe your friends can give that love to you at least. And then yourself. And then once you are settled, parang you are parang you're okay na, right? Parang, sometimes it takes time kasi to practice it and takes also some maturity to, understand it fully, ganyan. So, ayun. But this one is a very difficult problem na hinaharap ng mga bading. So, yeah, I understand. My advice is not even enough para to really resolve. So I'm so sorry, but anyway, so yun nga, parang yun lang yung parang band-aid solution ko. There's no, I cannot see pero personally naman, I think somehow it happened naman to me. Yun nga, during a young adult. Ganon. Somehow it happened. But yung nangyari sa akin is more of like practice lang. Practice makes perfect, gano'n. Makes perfect lang until you'll realize na you are being toxic na sa sarili mo, right? So, okay. Doon mo na-realize na it's time for you to, do something about it. Because you can't be like that forever, right? So yun, parang doon lang. But again, depende yan sa scenario ng buhay mo, sa mga pinagdadaanan mo. So, good luck. Ganun. Next is the third naman na use case o scenario na kung bakit or nakikita mo na you are overcompensating. Yung pagiging obsessed sa katawan mo. So this is very, very common na sa mga young adult to early matured gays, yung pagiging vain sa kanilang katawan. Walang masama doon, no? Because it's somehow mayroon naman siyang benefits. Like, you're being healthy sa sarili mo, sa lifestyle mo, sa buhay mo, right? So, somehow, it will give you advantages later on pag tumanda ka na, right? But, yung problem lang dito is you're obsessed with your body. Nag-gym ka and all of that. Healthy living kineso. But, ang masama dito na part is first is yung kahit pagod ka na, kahit masama yung pakiramdam mo, pumupunta ka talaga sa gym kasi natatakot ka na baka mawala yung pinaghirapan mo na muscles, mga ganon. So I think yon. And then you look down others who are not as good looking in terms of physique. Alam mo yun bang, there was an issue back then a few months ago about this, hook up preferences, yung mga people niya na parang sabi niya ayaw niya ng walang muscle mass, parang ganun. So yeah, and maraming nag-react doon na mga bading din. So which makes sense din naman talaga na hindi lahat ng tao can pull that body, no? Yung iba naman is hindi nila gusto yung katawan na yon. Yung iba naman is they have issues sa katawan nila yon, or they are just lazy, right? Or they are just dilulu, hanggang dilulu lang anyway. But if you are that person na you have the good physique already, and then you are parang discriminating others because of they are not like you, ganon. So I think that's the bad part lang siguro doon. It's because it's giving you like parang nakakataas ka sa kanila, right? So parang lumalaki yung ulo mo for that. Yung parang source nun, it's probably because of insecurities, ganon. It's really common din naman na may insecurities sa buhay ng mga bading, because back then, 'di ba, binubully tayo and all of that. So during isa sa mga bully or sa mga sinasabi ng bully sa atin is probably our physical appearance, right? So maliban sa sasabihin ka na bading or bayot, ginaganon, kinutukso ka ng ganon, is yung physical appearance mo. Kasi when you were young, you're probably like a frog-looking creature, or parang kang insekto, right? When you're young, right? Hindi ka pa naman fully formed. Diba? So you're still developing as a child, and somehow or sometimes you look funny. Ganon. When you grow up, diba? Masyado kasing mataas yung standard ng mga bading din. So ito yung masama na part, right? Masyado mataas yung standard ng mga bading. So in your community, of course, as a gay person, so parang you don't want to be bullied again because of your face or because of your physical body or physique. So that's why you're doing it. It's good naman, but pag na-reverse na yung situation, ikaw na yung nambubully sa mga kapwa mo. I think that's the bad side of it. Ganon. Pero yun, overcompensating, yes, it's still overcompensating. Yun nga kasi yung part na even if you are very, very tired, is you're gonna, push pa din. Na kahit nagbabakasyon ka is puso na yun yung parang yung gym na yun. Yung gym na you can go anywhere. Basta yung gym branch na yun exist. Ano nga yun? AF. I forgot the name. So yun. So, di ba, kahit nasa bakasyon ka, nag-gym ka, like, it's either you're performative because nag-gym ka, or basta, mga ganon. Parang okay na yun. Ito bang ginagawa mo is self-improvement na ba or self-punishment? Yung pagiging healthy living, it should be a lifestyle and not a performance. Di ba? The fourth one naman is being best friend ng lahat. It's either ikaw yung funny, ikaw yung joker sa group mo, or ikaw yung mother, di ba? Yung being the supportive one. Ito yung nangyayari sa young adult or maybe sa adult na scenario na parang ikaw yung mother lily ng group, or it's either ikaw yung fun, ikaw yung sunshine ng group. Plug and play. Yun bang always there? Kung meron kayong gala, tawagin mo, sige nito, yung answer mo is yes agad. Right? Wala man lang no. Wala man lang, ay, hindi ako pwede ganito. Ganon. Parang nandun ka always. So I think that's signs na you are overcompensating as a gay person. Hindi naman siya masama talaga sa'yo, actually. But, if it's too much na parang naabuso ka na, I think, again, step back and assess kung naabuso ka na ba sa mga friends mo. Overcompensating sabi ko, diba? So, at least it's good at first, but too much of it is not good. Too much of doing it for them is not good. So, magtira ka din ng parang ng space para sa'yo na parang, okay, if they will invite you, for example, if you notice na in a year, they're gonna invite you 10 times, maybe next year, you decline the 3 invites. So, at least 8 times ka na lang sasali, right? Or maybe half, depende sa'yo. Pero ganun, parang let them be aware na you can also say no. Hindi lahat kamasa at and you're not always the happy person. Hindi masaya ang buhay all the time. And hindi ka always nandyan para mag-support sa kanila or maging mother lily sa kanila. Right? Because you are also weak. I mean, you have to accept that na you are human and you need some rest and support din, right? And to test din siguro kung, alam mo yon sa friends mo, sa circle of friends mo, if, for example, nag-no ka, hindi ka naging supportive, hindi ka naging funny, i-check mo sa kanila kung itong mga to ba is we're gonna check you back ba? Like, ask you, like, what happened? How are you? Ganyan. Mga ganun. Kasi baka ginagamit ka lang nila for their own benefits. Kasi masaya ka kasama, ganun. So, sinasama ka. Kasi plug and play ka. Okay, for the budget purposes, isama natin to. Since wala naman tong anak, wala naman tong ginagawa sa buhay, nakaka-afford naman to ng mga ganito ganyan. So, isama ka. Or because you are caring or ikaw yung nagpaplano sa mga trip niyo, right? Parang you're doing a lot of things for them. Then, what if you will say no? Will they step up ba for you? Or mawawala din sila? Alam mo yun? So, yun, you have to test your friends, your circle of friends kung what if you will stop doing it, will they still be there for you? And will they step up to keep the circle, the friendship? Kung, for example, if you're the mother lily or if you are the planner, you are, kung ano man yung role mo sa group niyo, and you stop for the meantime, or maybe you just say no, will they, yun nga, step up? Kasi, importante yun eh. Na parang, for example, nagplan kayo ng ganito, ganyan. Or somebody thinks an idea or give you an idea. Punta tayo sa Puerto Galera, for example. Tapos you are known to be the planner sa barkada. And then nag-no ka, right? For example, nag-no ka. Yung circle of friends mo ba na initially nag-say yes doon sa idea na yon, will someone sa circle na yon step up to do your work? Alam mo yun? Yung parang siya naman. Hindi yung parang ikaw parate kasi known ka for being like that. So, may ganun ba? Di ba? Kung hindi, medyo bawasan mo na exposure sa friends mo na gano'n. Kasi baka ginagamit ka talaga nila. So, ayun. Better pa din if meron ka rin katuwang at least. Wala ka nang katuwang, wala ka nang partner. Tapos, even sa friendship, wala ka ding partner. Like, diba? So, at least, find your partner, not necessarily lover, but partner sa mga ginagawa mo sa buhay. Para, bestie, buddy, ganun. Nanonotice niya na parang I'm being used sa circle ko. So, ang ending niyan is makaka-feel siya na parang hindi siya nakikita talaga as a person, but nakikita siya as a planner, nakikita siya as the mother or taga-gawa ng mga bagay-bagay sa friendship na ito. Tapos kasi nakaka-drain din naman ganun, right? So if you notice na, tapos nade-drain ka na, and natitaken for granted ka na sa mga ganon. Kasi they think na that's who you are. Parang yun na yung naging role mo sa buhay, which is not, right? You are also a human, di ba? So, you have limitations, meron ka ding mga gusto, meron ka ding, di ba? Sometimes, for example, if you're a driver sa group nyo, so sometimes gusto mo rin ng maging passenger princess, hindi always the driver. Alam mo yun? Yung four cases na yun lang yung parang common na makikita mo sa mga bading na nag-overcompensate. Hindi naman siya, again, overcompensate yung term. So, meaning, extra effort na sila doon. I mean, all of those things naman has benefits din naman sa person, sa gay person. Pero they are just doing it, extra. Kasi meron silang pinapatunayan, meron silang, pinaglalaban. So, ayun. So, that's kinda toxic din sa person, sa gay person, if they will keep on doing that one. So, I think that yun yung point talaga ng episode na to, na parang if you are there, if you are overcompensating things, step back and see kung ano mangyayari, kung mawawala ka or magiging magno ka or ititigil mo muna ang mga ginagawa mong mga bagay-bagay para sa kanila. Survival and adaptability, gets naman natin yan pero yun nga, hinahinay lang kasi nagagamit ka minsan. So you need to be aware kung kailan ka ginagamit at kailan mo din sila gagamitin. So at least may ROI ka, diba? So at least parang give and take pa din. Being the overcompensating gay, performative gay, is our attempt to feel safe, to feel loved, and parang to feel na we want to be enough for them. I think that's all. That's it, Pansit. Yun lang yung masabi ko for this podcast episode. If you stop trying to prove yourself or your worth, and then who would you be ba? Ano ka ba if ever titigil mo yun lahat? Alam mo yun, yung tanongin mo sa sarili mo kung titigil mo yung pagiging performative mo or kung ano man yung ginagawa mo, yung overcompensating things. If titigil mo yun, ano ba ang tingin nila sa'yo? Sila ba, pag itigil mo ba yun, is they will still see you as who you are? Nandyan pa rin ba sila sa'yo? Yun yung tanong ko. Ikaw na magsasagot lang sa comment section, okay? So that's all. So thank you so much for listening sa podcast and see you on the next episode. Bye!